What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chopper Style, and today I want to talk about Netflix and how TV shows are just changing the game. And, movies might be in more trouble than we thought. We thought that the pandemic was going to cause major problems in the movie industry, when really TV shows are hurting it twice as much. This is like a double whammy.
I've always been a big movie fan. I love going to the movies. I love the experience. I love the big screen, all that. But ever since I started getting into TV shows, this is before I really got, deep into Netflix, but I was watching Arrow and The Flash, and I loved those TV shows. That was really one of the first TV shows I dove into since I was a kid. Like, I really was not a big TV show person. And getting invested in those TV shows, it was just amazing, man. I binge watched Arrow like the first 3 seasons within like 3 weeks. That's all I was doing all day and night, was just watching Arrow all the time I could. That's all I did, was watch it. I just loved it. And you get so invested with the characters. Unlike movies, where movies only got what, 2.5 hours, sometimes, around 3 hours to explain their story and for you to feel for their characters and all that. Like, there's not enough time to really get the full picture. So it's really hard for a movie to be as good as a TV show. A TV show beats it out in each and every way. The only thing different about the movies is you get more glitz and glamour. You get more CGI. Maybe some different or better looking action scenes. But in TV shows, you get more in-depth story. You get more feel for the characters. I can't think of any character in a movie that I went to the movies and seen where their death was more impactful than someone in a TV show. When you've been watching a TV show for like, 3 or 4 seasons in, and then one of the main character dies, dude, it makes you mad. Like, you think the person died in real life. I mean, I've shedded tears over a TV show, man. Like, the actor is like really died or something. Like, that's just how invested you are in a TV show versus a movie. I'm not saying movies can't make you cry or have sad times, but not like a TV show. The only movie franchise that I can think of that hit hard was the Marvel movies, and then how they all had their own standalone movies. Then they went to the Avengers, and that was big. Like, that was something that movies never did before. I mean, you got so many years. I think it was like, what, 10 years or more it took to make that. Just think, it took that many years just to make all that. And when Iron Man died, I mean, spoilers for anybody who didn't see the new Avengers, but when Iron Man died, bro, that touched everybody. There wasn't nobody in the theater that wasn't crying. I had to try to stop myself from crying. Like, that's how hard it was. But you get this from a TV show, almost from any TV show. There's always a major death. There's always something sad or bad that happens. And the TV shows can just do it way more effective and quicker. Toy Story series, very good. But I started watching Toy Story 1 when I was a kid. I didn't see the last, Toy Story 4 until I was in my 30s. Look how long that took. TV shows don't take that long. The Boys is already about to be on season 3, and it just came out like, 2 years ago? And The Boys is huge. Look how big these TV shows are getting. I mean, and Netflix of all, like, dude, when any actor, like a known actor comes and does a Netflix show, everybody sees it. I mean, Sandra Bullock, she is a old OG actor. She's not bad or anything. I'm not saying nothing about her, but she's not as popular as, she once was. But she's still a decent actor. Her Bird Box movie, it wasn't all that. In my opinion, it wasn't all that good, but everybody's seen it. That movie did great on Netflix because everybody has Netflix, and it's a show you can watch at home, especially with the pandemic. Like, bro, are movies going to be able to keep up with TV shows? I mean, even TV shows that aren't all that good, you'll watch them at home on Netflix just because there's so many things to watch and you can get invested into the characters. There's plenty of TV shows that I watch with my girl, and I wouldn't watch it by myself, but I watch it with her and it's actually interesting. Like Grey's Anatomy, an older show, but it's a good damn show. It's not bad at all. I wouldn't watch it by myself, but I can't sit up here and say it's a bad show. I be getting into it, and it's like, man, are movies going to be able to recover from this? I mean, the pandemic has already severely hurt the movie industry bad. Nobody goes. When I went to the movies the past couple times, I mean, I can count on two hands how many cars were in the parking lot. It is crazy. And then when you're in the movies, it's only like five people in there. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the movies is just not the same. And I was thinking, okay, after the pandemic, okay, the movie's gonna go back to normal, but can movies compete with TV shows? I mean, Netflix is already so close to, they already have their own movies on there, like Project Power. It looked just as good as a movie at a theater. I mean, I almost can't tell the difference. I mean, the only way you can get people to go to the movies is if you have some big ass movie that comes out, like a Star Wars, a Marvel movie, a DC movie. I mean, that's the only thing that's really gonna attract people to go see movies. A TV show just does it better in each and every way. I mean, Cobra Kai, a TV show that I didn't think would be all that good. I'm like a Karate Kid show. I'm like, the movie was good, but a show on it, dude, is better than the actual movie. People love it. It is really, really good. I haven't watched all the seasons, but I've heard from a lot of people it's very good. And I even tell people like, yo, go watch this. It's a decent show. And there's a lot of good shows on Netflix. I mean, just searching through, and the algorithm even helps you pick a show that you would more rather watch. Like, it has your watch history. It helps you out. Like, dude, there's an endless amount of TV shows to watch on there, and they update it like constantly. And even big TV stars and big actors are coming to Netflix and making these movies and making TV shows. And like, dude, they're making bank off of this stuff. I mean, more people are going to watch you on Netflix than they would in the movies, even if there wasn't a pandemic. It's just easier. And it's like, man, I'm really thinking that movies might not make it. I love the movies, but I just don't see how they can keep up with TV shows. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe make the movies a little bit longer, but then that kind of kills it. When you're at home, that's when you want to binge watch something for 3, 4, 5 hours. But at the movies, a 3-hour movie with previews, nobody wants to be gone for that long. I mean, I don't know, man. That's like a slippery slope. Like, I feel like if movies had an extra 40 minutes to it to tell a little bit more story, you would be able to get a little bit more out the movie. But then again, are people actually going to go see it? I mean, a lot of people don't like those 3-hour movies, but they will binge watch the hell out of a TV show. I mean, I get it. When you're at home, it's different. But, I don't know, man. I'm really worried about the movie theater industry. I just don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with TV shows. I mean, you take any movie, like the new Wonder Woman, for instance, great movie, but it's a lot of things that left out. It didn't have any backstory from the main villain at all. I mean, the villain was good. I liked him, but I knew nothing about him, where he came from, his origin, why he was the way he was, nothing. If that was a TV show, we would have in-depth seen a backstory on him, a more backstory on Diana, more backstory on Cheetah. I mean, just think if Wonder Woman live action was a TV show versus the movie. The TV show would be better. If it had the same actors, the TV show would be better. Always. The TV show is always going to be better than the movie, in my opinion. You can just explain more. There's no rush. There's no time limit. You got multiple episodes to get your point across and to feel for the characters, have decent action scenes. I mean, TV shows is just where it's at right now, and Netflix is killing it, and more other companies are coming on to it too. I mean, look at Amazon. They got The Boys. You got Stars. They got Power. Showtime. They have good shows too. Like, everybody is getting their own TV show, and dude, that's where it's at now. I really do think that movies are on the way out, man. I don't see them making it. And I love movie theaters, but honestly, in a minute, what's going to be the point in going? I mean, honestly, these movies, they cannot compete with these TV shows. And nobody's really going. But I hope I'm wrong. I do see that you can watch the movie from home, so maybe that may help out too. Like maybe, but that kind of defeats the purpose of the movie theater. What's the point of it releasing in the movie theater for me to watch it at home? I don't know. I hope the movie theaters can do something to keep it alive. I don't want to see the movie theaters go, but I got to be honest, it's not looking good. But this is just my take on the whole ordeal. Give me your thoughts in the comments. If you liked the video, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. Chopper Style out.